Sona is a farmer and has large acres of land where she rears chickens and grows corn, beans and yams. Every day, Sona sees growth in different forms on her farm. She plants beans and corn seeds, and they grow into plants that yield fruit. Her chicks also grow into chickens. Now, every month, Sona expects to get an average of 10 bags of beans, 25 bags of corn, and about 45 chickens, and about 30 crates of eggs as output from her farm. Now, every year, her total output increases. This is called economic growth. So, just like a farm, our economy also grows. But how do we observe the growth within our economy? On one hand, an economy is said to have grown if there is sustained increase in the actual output of goods and services per head over time. In the first year of business, Sona Farms only supplied their products to 2 states, but now they deliver to 14 states across the country. Sona has gone from supplying grains to processing the corn and beans into powders and cereals in her factory, which she supplies across the country. She has had to employ more staff because the workload had increased and she pays them monthly salaries. Her staff then spend the money on better housing, better education for their kids, and better healthcare facilities for their family in Central Africa, which helps develop the economy. Economic development, on the other hand, means more than mere growth. It is the process of growing the economy to improve the quality of life for everyone in the population. A better quality of life means access to better education for their kids, better healthcare facilities, and better jobs, among others. Economic development is an improvement in the quality of life and living standards. A lot of times, growth and development are used interchangeably. However, in economics, they are different concepts. Let's look at the difference between economic growth and development. So, economic growth tends to emphasize the increase in output and place less emphasis on economic welfare. In contrast, economic development emphasizes improvements in the general welfare due to equitable distribution of the increased production amongst individuals. Economic growth is concerned with income growth, while economic development reveals all aspects of economic activities. Economic growth can take place under the condition of mass employment. For example, if Sona decides that some of her staff are now redundant as machines can perform their functions, more people will be unemployed, but production will go on as usual. But economic development implies a reduction in the level of unemployment in the economy. A high economic growth rate does not necessarily mean that the masses are better off. This is because the wealth can be concentrated in the hands of a few. For instance, if Sona insists on using machinery instead of employing people, most of the profit from the farm goes back directly to her, and she does not have to pay wages to her staff. While economic development can only occur when the masses are better off because their welfare is considered. Alright then, as we bring this lesson to an end, I hope you enjoyed learning that economic growth is different from economic development. Economic growth is a sustained increase in the actual output of goods and services. Economic development is the process of growing the economy to improve the quality of life for everyone in the economy. I'll see you in another lesson. Bye for now.